Joining me now from Southern California, international attorney and candidate for California's District 36, Milo Stevanovich. Milo, is that really what Hispanic voters, American, U.S. citizen Hispanic voters want? Open borders and sanctuaries?
Well, we're seeing more and more that the Latino community is not voting as a bloc, and many of them are shifting over to more Republican side on many things, including family values, borders, taxation. People who are working hard and contributing to the community, they don't like business regulation either. So you're starting to see them open their eyes and move toward Republican values and voting Republican. We're seeing an uptick in registrations.
Yeah, there's a slogan out there in California, a yard sign somewhere that says Republican values or Hispanic values or vice versa, and they really are if one takes a moment to compare the two. California District 36 is an interesting district. It's Riverside County, kind of east of LA, if you will. It's 49% Hispanic. It leans slightly Democrat. It's represented by Raul Ruiz, who has a Liberty score right now, Milo, of F6%. Your values are conservative, constitutional. So your mission as you're running for Congress and comparing yourself to the current representative, your mission is to line up your values with this 49% Hispanic voters, right?
Well, some of the values are already aligned. They just don't know it yet. It's our job to get the word out to show that our values are their values. My own values. My family my father escaped communism in Yugoslavia. Many of their families escaped hardship. So they understand the American dream. They understand those things, and they want that for their children too, as all of us do. And as they start to see the light, the votes start to show, and they do start to split away. You're going to see a bigger wave, a bigger group of Latinos voting Republican this time around.
But California 36 is a very diverse kind of district if you look at it.
It's a
On one hand, it is a beautiful district. On one hand, you have farm workers, right, making minimum wage. On the other hand, you have billionaires in Palm Springs. And so your message has to reach both and everybody in between.
Absolutely, it does. And out of the different voter groups, you're starting to see different messages resound with each. I can tell you that the wealthier set, that retired set, I shouldn't say wealthier set, but people who plan to save for their retirement are starting to see what will happen under a different administration. If they go to single payer, their health care is going to be gone. It'll be government health care. You know what that's going to look like?
Yep.
DMV with sick people, and they don't like that picture. Second, the other plans they made about transferring wealth to their children, and not so much wealth, just their houses and things that appreciated in value. How will their best laid plans, if their plans are destructed, they don't have a chance to realign themselves or to continue working. They're stuck on a fixed income. So they're really, really cautious about the choices they're going to make. And when they hear the choices, they're very up in arms about it. They don't like Sanders, Warren messages. They're going to start voting conservative, they're voting Republican, and they're going to be loud about it, and they're mobilized.
Well, you make no bones about it in terms of your conservative values, your constitutional principles that you behold. Your strong military, strong border, and even cybersecurity, pro-America trade policies. You want NATO allies to cough up. All this sounds a little bit familiar, Milo. Less government, lower taxes. You're also in favor of this crazy thing called the rule of law. These are Trump policies and principles. The question is, do you go out and campaign, hey, I support Donald Trump, or do you support the policies? Because let's face it, you're campaigning in enemy territory.
Well, that's why we approach it by the polities first. It's not a personality context or who tweets nicer. It's simply, if you believe in these values, you look at the economy, you want low taxes, you want a positive pro-business environment, push back on bad trade deals, you want growth. There is no other choice. So we kind of back into like why we're voting for Trump, so that we can avoid the hysteria that they seem to have about, you know, the names and the labels. But if you ask people, if you support these things, what other choices are there? There's nobody on the Democratic side that has that. So you're going to see Democrats shift over, you're going to see independents shift over, and that's what's going to win the election.
Well, you're in the home stretch now, 1 week to go until Super Tuesday. The website is Stevanovich 2020. I'm not even going to try and spell your name. Stevanovich, just try and Google it. It'll come up, Stevanovich2020.com.
Just look for the longest name on the ballot.
If people want more information or possibly want to help you out this late stage, I'm sure you can use all the help you can get. Milo, thank you.
Sure thing. Thank you for having me.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.